Hey friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Cris, the maker behind the Enchanted Skein, and as you saw by the title of the video, we are going to be going through my first week of trying to balance a full-time job and get my small crochet business up and running. If you want to learn a couple of quick tidbits about me and the business, you can check out this video right here. In going back and editing this video as my first week of trying to balance all of these things, it's not as polished as I would have liked, and I found myself babbling on quite a bit. But I wanted to include that and leave that in here because I feel like these are kind of the thoughts and things that go through one's mind when trying to put all of this stuff together. My plan is to share all the trials and tribulations of trying to kick off this small business, so I hope you'll come along with me. Let's jump into this week's video. Hey friends! So today is my official first day of trying to balance my full-time 8 to 5 job along with getting my small business up and running. I've got about just under an hour before I have to start my full-time job. I'm lucky enough to be able to work from home. In that time, what I'm going to try to work on today is two main things. Number one, I'm going to finish up a unicorn plushie that I was crocheting last night. I got up, thought I was done, and realized that I was still missing a piece of the tail to attach. So I'm going to attach that real quick. And then I'm going to jump into starting to create my list of open items of things that I need to do and pick a few that I'm going to try to focus on this week. Obviously, there's a balance of things. So I do need to crochet and I want to crochet. That's my hobby. That's why I'm doing this. But there's also a lot of just back end, almost paperwork type of stuff that I need to do to prepare for launching the store on Etsy and things like that. So I'm going to kind of sit down and make my list of things to do. Hey friends, so it's the next morning. Yesterday after work, I recorded a little bit, and then that evening I took a look at the footage and realized I had recorded in slow motion. So I guess I hit the button on top of my camera that does that. But anyway, after dinner, I ended up working on the computer for about an hour to try to see if I could knock out some of those tasks. I wanted to really kind of create my first reel. Wasn't going to post it. I want to build up some stuff that I can post and not have to be worried about what's next. But it did not come out good. I had used my regular camera, which is sideways, thinking I could kind of crop it out, but stuff didn't fit right in the frame, so I did not like it and scrapped that. But after that, I moved on to start working on a toad pattern that I have. I'm trying to alternate between larger stuff and quicker stuff to just keep myself motivated because I need to build up an inventory. I want to launch the store with more than, 1 or 2 items on it. So I started working on the toad and I got this far with him. I purposely wanted to make him a little larger, so I'm using Bernat blanket and I'm using my brand spanking new 8mm furls hook. I wasn't happy with it at first, ended up frogging like 4 or 5 rows and then going back to it, but I'm pretty happy with where he's at now. So I've got just over an hour before I have to start work. So I'm going to go refresh a cup of coffee. I think one of the things that gives me the most anxiety is the whole social media aspect of things. I'm okay with kind of making these type of videos. They're just there, but the constant posting of the short form stuff, I'm totally uncomfortable with. So I do need to work on that. So maybe I'll film a few things and see if I can figure out some of those ones that you see where, they show the yarn and then they show the item that they made or something like that. So yeah, that's the plan for the morning and then off to work. I feel like such an ass. So I just kind of looked through and tried to create a bit of a schedule for myself loosely. This week and next week are probably a little bit of experimentation to see how much time I really have that I can dedicate to the small business stuff versus, my full-time job. So I'm looking at maybe roughly an hour in the morning and then a couple of hours in the evening. And then obviously weekends, I have more flexibility and more time there. But what I'm thinking so far, and this could change, is I want to film videos like this throughout the week, little snippets in the morning, maybe on my lunch break, and in the evening, provided I don't do it in slow-mo. and have almost like a weekly vlog of crochet and what I've been working on for the small business. And then on the weekends, I can do a Saturday, I can do some filming, and I can definitely dedicate like Sunday a few hours to editing everything. Oh, that lighting is horrible. Hey, so it's lunchtime, and I actually ended up having a meeting that was a town hall where we don't have to share our cameras or anything, and we're just kind of listening to the CEO of the company talk and stuff like that. So I was able to finish crocheting my little toad, and you'll be proud of me because I thought of a reel that I can do with him. So I'm going to put that up here once it's finished so that you can see that as well. But yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit better than I was this morning. I was a little disheartened this morning and unsure of things. It's so awkward to try to record some of these things, but it made me laugh. So at least I had a good time doing it. But yeah, so I'm going to go have some lunch right now, and then I think I might actually start a new crochet project. I was trying to keep most of the daytime hours that I have to work on the business stuff to the computer stuff and then rest my eyes in the evenings. And I'm still going to do that. I'm still going to crochet this evening, but I'm feeling the urge. So I'm going to figure out what my next pattern is and jump into that. I got to head back to work, but I was able to finish 2 arms, feet, arms, and a wing. Most of a wing. I went to double check myself, and I'm actually supposed to make 4 of them. It's the legs and the arms. So I gotta go back and make 2, but I'll do that after work. Hey guys, good morning. It's Wednesday. Last night went pretty well. I stopped procrastinating by doing crochet and worked on the first reel that I made, which was for that little toad. So that came out really cute. I have a problem with analysis paralysis and trying to be a perfectionist. So I think it's in a good place. I'm going to leave it where it's at. I know that if I just get them done, it's going to be better than trying to make them perfect. And I know I'll get better with time. So I'm going to keep that one. The goal is to kind of have like maybe 30 of them ready, and then I'll start posting them so that I'm ahead of the game, because my concern is just over pressuring myself in the moment. So if I prepare ahead of time and then I start putting them out there and I already have a backlog of them, I feel like it'll be the right way to go. So but yeah, that went really well last night. This morning I have a little bit of less time. I have like a half an hour before work starts. I feel a little off this morning as far as like I'm motivated, but I also just feel really exhausted for some reason. So I think what I'm going to do is just use that half hour to sit down with my cup of coffee. I might watch a YouTube video or something like that. Maybe do like a 5 or 10 minute meditation or something to just kind of see if I can get myself back in a groove. And then I will check in with you at lunch and see what we can get done. I'm having leftovers, so I should have a good chunk of that hour to get some stuff done. Hey there, so it is lunchtime now. This morning, like I mentioned, I just didn't do anything as far as work on the small business stuff. I took that half hour to kind of chill, but doing so actually ended up being a really good thing, because as I was just sitting there having my coffee and watching YouTube video, I ended up coming up with some really good ideas, I think, for things that I can incorporate into content and stuff like that. So I had my iPad with me and just kind of wrote those down as I thought of them. So I think that just kind of unplugged moment was really good for me. So like I said, it's lunchtime now. I'm going to go ahead and reheat some leftovers for lunch. So that should be pretty quick. And then I will come back here, and I think I'm going to probably do a little bit of computer work. I want to get those ideas into my list of video ideas, as well as just organize some stuff. I've just been putting everything together in Notion. So I just want to do a little bit more of that to kind of get myself a little structured and really solidify the plan, so I know what I'm filming, when I'm filming it, or at least like the order in which I'm doing stuff. So yeah, back from lunch. It was delicious. Thank you for asking. I've got about 40-ish minutes left, and while I do really want to get some of that computer stuff done, I think instead I'm gonna crochet because I'm dying to. So I'm going to work a little more on the dragon, get the head started. I am going to set a timer though, so that I don't go over like 25 of those minutes, and then that gives me a few minutes to work on the other stuff. Okay, timer's up. Perfect timing. Video ended. I'm just gonna count this last row, make sure I didn't screw it up, and then start on my computer work. And just like that, lunch is over. So back to the grind we go. It's 5:01 and the workday is over. I am actually going to crochet just a couple more minutes because I want to get the dragon head to the point of where it's time for the eyes, because I am then going to stop, look at making dinner. We'll have dinner with the fam, and then I'm going to sit at the dining room table and make some eyes for this dragon. If it's anything that's not using the plain black eyes, I like to make the eyes particular to that item. So I'm going to see what sizes I have, what shapes I have, what'll work with it, and then go ahead and make those after dinner, and then see how much time I have left. Okay, I got done with dinner and I went to set up to paint the safety eyes, and I was like, okay, I've got my pink dragon head. What color eyes are going to go good with this? Well, the accent colors, and then I froze and realized I made the most bonehead mistake. Here's my head. She's looking cute. Here's her feet. It was supposed to be a purple dragon with pink bumps, white horns. So, change of plans. We're going to finish a pink dragon first because these are easier and I can do this later. But these get sewn into the body, not sewn, sorry. These get crocheted into the body. And I don't want to break the chain, so to speak. So I'm going to have to crochet the feet from the other end of the skein. Anyway, we're going to make it work. We're going to end up with 2 dragons by the end of this, which I wanted some in multiple colors anyway, so it works out. But let's go paint some safety eyes. Hey, good morning. It's Thursday. So last night I ended up crocheting the pink feet for the pink dragon that I am now making. And I have about an hour and a half this morning before work. So yeah, I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee and sit on the couch and just have a chill crochet morning. All right, so I have about 25-ish minutes left of lunch. Took a while to cook today, but I was trying to think through how I coordinate social media posting along with getting things up on the Etsy shop so that I can sell them. I think I want to be like 4 weeks in the rears, because that way if something happens and I can't vlog or I don't have a lot of time or I'm on vacation or something, then I can take a break. If I want to have like 30 days worth of reels, let's say, and that would be 4 YouTube videos. I would need to make like a reel a day on average, or wow, that feels like a lot. Okay, but at least I have an idea. I think I want to start the social media posts maybe the week before that now that I think about it. So I'm posting for like a week and then I can post like, hey, I opened my shop. I don't even really have followers other than people that I know right now, but that's fine. Work is done for the day. It was just as exhausting as the first half of the day, but that's okay. I actually feel kind of energized. Um, I thought of some different ideas of things that I could do for the shop. So, I don't know what I'm doing this evening, but I think what I'm probably going to do is just sit here at the computer for a little longer because I feel okay with it. And I'm going to clean up my Notion setup. I have it almost dialed in, I think, at least for now. Yeah. And then definitely after dinner, sit on the couch for a while and I'm going to work on the pink dragon and try to really finish it if possible. Hey, good morning. It's Friday, hence the different shirt. I don't know if it's because I'm recording every day or what, but I feel like this week has absolutely flown by. Last night I went ahead and did, like I said, I took the footage off of the camera and put it onto my laptop. And when I did that, I realized that I don't really have a structure in place or like a plan for how I'm going to handle all this. I had 40 clips, 40 clips. I don't remember recording 40 times, so I don't know if I had some old stuff on the camera or what. I just did like a big data dump over there. And then I took a look at the last like 3 things I recorded just to make sure that they weren't in slow motion too, which they were not, so that is good. And then when it was time to get away from the screens, I started back on working on the pink dragon. I was hoping to finish it last night. I got really close. She's looking super cute. But I have about, I don't know, like 5 rounds, I think, three or 5 rounds to go. Yeah, so I am going to grab my coffee. I'm going to finish her up. And then I am going to figure out what I'm doing with my files. I have about an hour before work starts again this morning. Um, and this week was about learning. So I'm seeing definitely a trend. I have about an hour, 40 minutes to an hour every morning before work that I can dedicate to doing some stuff on the small business. Evenings I already kind of knew. Lunch is maybe for smaller tasks. I don't know about that. It's not a lot of time, or maybe just that's kind of my unplug unwind time. So we'll see. But yeah, I think I want to make sure I get my files structured so that when it does come time for editing, it's as efficient as it can be. I just need to kind of think through what that might be. She is done. Our little dragon. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm glad I went with the glittery eyes instead of doing the plain black eyes. I don't know. I love these glitter eyes. I can't stay away from them. She's pretty good size. All right, it's computer time. Hey again. So it is the evening already after dinner. I screwed up this afternoon and when I looked at my calendar for some reason I thought my meeting was at 1:30. So I was going to go to lunch at 12:30 and my meeting was actually at 1. So I didn't have time to do anything on the small business end of things when I took my lunch. So and then it was just back to back today. So after work, just made some dinner and I actually worked a little bit on what I want for the design of my thank you card / care instructions will be. So I did that for a few minutes while dinner was going, but yeah, now I'm just exhausted. Like the week it felt like it was flying by this morning, but it feels like a full week right now. So I'm gonna put my pajamas on and I think I'm gonna work on a raven. I do want to get to crocheting the rest of the purple dragon, but that I want to film as I'm crocheting it because I already started filming when I was doing the legs. So I think I just want to sit and not worry about like truly filming my hands and all that stuff for the raven. And I'll just make some kind of reel out of it once it's done. So it's a small thing. I'm hoping I could just whip it up tonight or at least just chill on the couch with it. So that's what I'm off to do. Hey guys, it's Saturday, and obviously I feel like I have all the time in the world because it's Saturday, but I'm super pumped. I have my full list of things that I want to get done today. Most importantly, I've set a goal for myself to do 5 reels. I have one complete, so I need to do 4 more, and I want to set 5 posts. So I'm just keeping all of these in drafts. I'm not actually putting them out yet, but I want to get them completed today. That's my goal for editing of those items. Today is going to be plushie photo shoot day. So I'm going to run to Joann's. I think I mentioned it, get a little bit of fabric for some backgrounds, see if I can get some photos that I like. I'm trying to avoid perfectionism, but I also want quality pictures. So it's going to be plushie photo shoot day. I want to finish the Raven when I do sit down to crochet. I want to arrange footage so that I'm setting myself up for success in editing this video tomorrow. And then if I have more time to crochet after, I'm going to start working back on the purple dragon. So I'm going to go get some breakfast. I've already had my coffee, as you can tell, and get started right away. I have to get the giggles out. All right, we just got back from Joann's and I was able to pick up a couple of different fabrics for some backgrounds. They had a 2-yard minimum, but the prices were like 50% or more off depending on which fabric it was. So I got a little stack of fabric to be able to set up for our little plushy photo shoot. And then we swung over to a Michaels that I don't often get to go to. My Michaels has a very limited supply of yarn, unfortunately. And this Michaels actually had Feels Like Bliss yarn, which I have wanted to try. I've seen so many people make such incredible stuff with this. It's not a priority, but I don't go to that Michaels very often. So, and it was buy one, get one 50% off. So I picked up, they had a limited amount of colors, but I ended up getting colors that I can make a possum with. So I'm pretty excited for that. And yeah, it's just a few minutes before lunchtime. So we're going to do that. I did a little editing this morning. I'm going to probably start setting up the plushie photo shoot after lunch, but I started thinking about how long that's going to actually take and how picky I am. And I think it's probably going to be some today, some tomorrow. So we'll see how much I get done. I definitely need to prioritize the Instagram stuff though. So that's going to be my focus. All right. I now have 4 complete reels. I would have had the 5th, but the footage from the dragon was not good. I'm going to go ahead and record that reel now, get that edited, and then I will work on crocheting the purple dragon. I also finished the Raven, so and made a reel with it. So very proud of my work today so far. I haven't done any photo shoot stuff, and I think I'm probably going to save that for tomorrow. If I feel like it a little later, I will, but right now, I think I'm going to wait. We'll see. I'm on a roll with the reel stuff and editing, so I think I want to focus on that for a little bit. I think I got something that I can work with. Except I just realized I'm holding up the wrong color. I don't have much of this one left. I think I can get away with it. It's pretty close. Pretty close, right? We're gonna try. Hey friends, so it is 6:27. It was a pretty productive day. I'm pretty happy with it. I ended up editing those 5 reels. I learned that I need to add covers to them, and I haven't done music yet. So I mean, I say I'm done with them, but I'm done with all the cuts and everything, which I feel pretty good about. But I need to watch some videos this evening to figure out what else I need to do to prepare them properly. I've never tried to like produce content where I'm going to post something every day. So I'm going to do a little research on that. I didn't get to do any photo shoot stuff other than play with the backdrops and where I want to set up for it. But I feel pretty accomplished for today. Got the Raven done, got 5 reels essentially edited. I know what I'm going to do for my photo shoot stuff. This evening, after I end here, I am going to have a seat on the couch. I'm going to watch some videos on making reels and make sure I'm doing everything and covering my bases. I don't know what to do with like copyright and all that stuff. So I'm going to look at all of that so that I'm prepared for that. And then I'm going to crochet the purple dragon because I did not do that. So I'm going to work on that and I'm going to film that with my iPhone so that I have some footage for another reel. Yay! And then tomorrow's focus, I'm not going to film tomorrow, but tomorrow's focus is going to be doing the photo stuff, and I might film a little behind the scenes of that if I'm feeling up to it. And then I'm also going to focus on editing this video. So Sunday is, at least as of now, going to be a no film day. We'll see what tomorrow brings. But yeah, so I guess I'm kind of ending the week here. Yeah, it's been pretty good so far.